My name is Jody Schnarr. I'm CEO at Fibernetics. Fibernetics is a communication technology company. We've been in Cambridge for a good 10, 12 years. Started the company, I'd say about 15 years ago. There's a standard approach where you can buy some equipment, build a little bit of network, and then sell the product at conventional prices. We try and create new technologies or new ways to deliver the same product, but with prices and services that address hopefully unseen needs. So we try and go a little bit extra with our product development, planning and development and distribution to provide a product that's unique in the marketplace that addresses needs. Myself and my business partner, John Sticks, probably started making companies when we were about 17. We started in the asphalt business because it seemed like something we could easily get into with a low overhead. That was more difficult than we thought. I've had one real job at a large corporation. PepsiCo was my employer. We worked at Taco Bell. I was an employee trainer. That was it for the work environment. There are around 150, there's around 120 employees here in Cambridge. We have about 80 employees in the Dominican Republic, where we've got a customer support office, and there's another roughly 12, 15 people out in Calgary. Being the CEO is supposed to continue meaning that I'm somewhat of an entrepreneur. I get to retain some of that in the prospect of delivering and discovering a vision. You know, the vision is the part where you get to express creativity and finding what is the direction the company needs to be going in. How can we create and build a path for it to follow, which isn't always very clear when you're starting. So that's where you get to maintain and use some of that entrepreneurial spirit where you're trying to build something that you don't have right now. So there's that component of the vision, the direction, but there's also the responsibility of the stewarding of the leadership. But I mostly enjoy the creativity component. At Fibernetics, inside of our walls, we discovered a need to begin to innovate. So the innovation is a big word, but it really means at its core is, how can I accomplish something in 4 steps instead of 5? So innovation is getting things done quicker, creating more value, saving money, just making something happen easier and faster and more efficiently. That's what innovation sort of means, is to me anyway. So what we did at Fibernetics is we started to push the edges on creating new products or new ways to deliver our service, and we found out very quickly that at the size of our organization, there was a critical mass of process. Now, innovation disrupts process. It often disrupts process because we're trying to do something different that's not already laid out and being followed. So we found very quickly that there was almost a corporate immune system. So when a new idea came, I come in the office, say, guys, new customer, we landed them with a way to deliver the product, skipping a bunch of steps. We built something new in concept on the way, and then everybody freaks out. So we can't do that. So it's kind of a corporate immune system that kills off the new crazy ideas to protect the safety of the host. So what we did is we created a concept called Fibernetics Ventures. We've got a building across town, very similar to our Cambridge office. Went to the other end of town, put in people there that were more interested in starting new things, sort of the entrepreneurs left over from our growth into a operationally efficient business. So we go over there and create new ideas, come up with a few new businesses. We took people who maybe necessarily didn't want to work at Fibernetics, but weren't quite ready to go and start their own thing. Grabbed a couple of those people and started some businesses. We had a great deal of fun, and we created some real value there. So we created new businesses that are, addressing new markets. And that we found that excitement of going from 0 to 1, so from having nothing to creating something, to be very exciting. So that building right now is full currently. There's, I would say there's probably 60 people in there working. And that was a great deal. That was a great deal of fun and success for Fibernetics. Going beyond that, the next step for me was thinking, how could I do that, enjoy the process, but do some good for the community? So it's always good to think outside of your doors. We had a lot of fun, it's contained, we've got our limits of what we can do, we're one company. And then came across this site, which I always thought was fabulous. It's got a creative feel in it, it's got a deep, rich history in terms of building companies, or there's been a couple of companies in here. They bring in raw materials, they made clothing, they sold it out the front door. It was just really good memory for me of that. So we came in, we thought, what if we pulled together a couple local people, find a way to put together one of those innovation hubs like I did for my company, but put it in a not-for-profit environment, something that I could contribute as a volunteer, someone that we could bring in other mentors, and create a place for people to get out of their office back room, back office, and come into a creative, inspiring, new, exciting place, and come up with those innovations they need to take back home to their companies. I think back to my 20s, and I think of what I was willing to give up in terms of my time, maybe my health, having a family, doing all of those normal things, and pushing off my sleep so that I could make more money. I was willing to give up just about anything in terms of peace, relax, family, to build a company. I was willing to do anything. So that worked for me for a while. And as soon as I started to reach those external pieces of finding out, we've built something successful. And successful for me means we've built products that the market needs, uses, consumes. We have employees with jobs creating new things and delivering an exciting product that we're all still happy about. But as you move into that space and you start wondering what's next, you find out that just doing the sacrifice to build something bigger doesn't cut it. So I really found that there was a gap for a period of time where I was trying to figure out what is making this more important than why I originally got into it. And I think that really clearly brought out the purpose in what we wanted to accomplish. We've got a purpose of creating good quality products, and that's great, but the purpose goes beyond that. I think the point is we want to do our best to encourage businesses that will assist social good. I think the world needs a lot of people to focus on fixing some of the, I was about to say problems. The actual word is addressing opportunities that are out there. So looking at the opportunities are to make this a better place for everybody. The old mission of growing something to make more money isn't really a thing. It doesn't really cut it. After you get to the point, you want to be building for purpose. It's also a big question. I have found that I enjoyed building my company. It was one of the most exciting things. My best engineering product is the 2 kids I've made, but I enjoyed building my business, and then I enjoyed growing it and watching it grow. And then I found that I enjoyed greatly the process of starting new companies and watching new people have that same opportunity and watch them develop and watch them grow and build something. So that was a step that really grabbed me, and I felt my purpose going forward needs to do whatever I can to help people do what they need to get done. Building their company, growing a product, getting to market, reaching their dreams. I find that the more I can do to help people get what they want, the happier I am.